And for the Vatican with Jesus' astrology chart with Mars in Virgo. Prince Saddam's order of Saudi Arabia to kill Princess Zink of the Lakota Nation, also known as United States government, named Christina One Star. His order to abuse and assault and torture my son Josiah. Wahoo Alicia Bigback, Joey Camacho, James Ramon Lewis, and Senator Tana Sanchez of Oregon State had no right with cybercrimes of partnerships and alliances with Shauna White and my brother Clayton One Star Jr. or Raven Thompson. It has been confirmed that Tana Sanchez was abusing Josiah and Liliana, and that James Ramon Lewis will be stripped of his gifts, of his dark attitude. His abuse and torture against Josiah in 2013. He will now have to experience the same duration of time of abuse and torture. He will forfeit his north node of his cerebral cortex for abuse against Josiah. As far as Prince Saddam's order to kill my son Josiah, this is an act of war against the Lakota Nation because I have 3 political astrology charts for the Lakota Nation of Fort Latimer. And one of the political astrology charts is governed by the 3rd decan of Ten of Pentacles of Sun sign Virgo. I assure you that Prince Saddam does not want an act of war. By attacking Josiah, he is attacking the Vatican with Jesus with Mars in the Ten of Pentacles under the Fort Latimer Treaty. It was not Josiah's fault that people were inhibiting his identity of his astrology personality chart, illegal relocation, lies, gossip, heresy, slander. It was not Josiah's fault because of adult crimes. It is not Josiah's fault because Tana abused Liliana Josiah. It's not Josiah's fault that Wahoo Alicia Bigback created devil and death contracts. It's not Josiah's fault because his uncle wanted him dead over his grandfather's money and land. It is not his fault of intertribal conflicts and wars. You need to stand down from your assault and abuse. Prince Saddam, you do not own Zink, Christina One Star, or my children. Your participation in crimes of cyber human trafficking are over. You will not blame and torture my children. Prince Saddam needs to get into clinical psychology because King Salman ordered him into clinical psychology because of dopamine. You don't get to rape and harm and torture my children. You don't like what I say? James Ramon Lewis will be executed. They all participated. And for the Jesuits of the Vatican, with Jesus' astrology chart with Mars in Virgo of the Ten of Pentacles, these acts of crimes of race against Lakota children will no longer be tolerated, of genocide and massacre. My children are not responsible for adult crimes and lies. Joey Camacho, James Ramon Lewis, and Prince Saddam, as far as the community kitty cat, my vagina does not belong to the people. I am not a prostitute and I am not a whore. So take your negative crimes and stop stealing manifestations. Stop stealing my creative energy. Stop stealing my children from my pregnancies. We are in the Aquarian age of the United States. You will no longer abuse my children, no matter their conscious reality of time. It is not my fault that these women have been lying to you, Prince Saddam. I have not received any gifts or money that you claim you have given me. So if you are angry and confused, perhaps you need to start asking questions why I have not received any gifts or money that you claim to have given me, because I have not received any. And the juices of the Vatican, you can communicate this to Prince Saddam. As the government leaders of the United Nations have already been redirected to proceed in the direction of the Vatican for new terms and contracts, since Jesus' astrology chart has Mars in Virgo, generational wealth of economic growth and development with the Ten of Pentacles, along with the Eastern Stars and the Masons, the backstabbing. They have been told and been evicted from me and my children's Astrology, personality chart, information knowledge of our psychology, anatomy, biology. They don't own and possess our psychology of our faculties, quadrant, or hemispheres. And they have been told that they have been evicted from our identities. Whether Black, Arabic, or Mexican, or intertribal conflicts. Every single person has an opportunity to understand the awareness of their own personality with an astrology chart and grammar comprehensive. I want immediate repercussions for Prince Haddam of consequences and disciplinary action for his abuse against Josiah. He does not own Josiah. I, Zinc, Princess Zinc, Christina One Star, am the biological mother. Due to Eastern Star's philosophy of terminology versus spirituality and faith terminology of oracle, tarot, and astrology and philosophy of personality, psychology, and politics. Grammar comprehensive. They don't have the right to steal my manifestations. They don't have the right to steal my children, and I want everything they have taken from me returned. They don't have the right to abuse my children because stupid fat people like Wahoo Alicia Bigback and her daughter Justine, or fucking stupid people like James Ramon Lewis and Joey Camacho. I want my son back. The lies, the gossip, the heresy, the slander, the greed will not prosper against me and my children or our existence. They don't have the right to trade me and my children. My new charges are jurisprudence of philosophy. Tana Sanchez had no right to abuse Josiah. And you could tell that to Chief Orville Looking Horse when he arrives to the Vatican if he did not get the information.